Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome, welcome, welcome. It is time now for Car Talk with Brad Doenges and the Doenges family of Toyota. And by golly, we've got guests coming into the studio today, too, because we've got an action-packed show here today. First of all, Brad, how's the world treating you these days?
We've been busy, as usual. Nothing short of overloaded with stuff to do, as usual around town. I bet you can sympathize with that.
I can sympathize with that. It's a little crazy. I had people texting, what airlines are artists coming in? And I'm like, I'm going on radio.
I told him you had 3 phones going and probably a text.
You're not even...
I hadn't thought about the pickup at the airport process in a while. We used to be more involved in that because back in the day, of course, we lent all the musicians from New York the vehicles, and that took a lot of coordination and collecting of documents and insurance, and then
they fly in and fly out. And after COVID, we can't rent them. We can't get. I mean, it's a whole thing.
It's a whole nother world.
So they have to do it. But fortunately, one of our other artists who is performing with these guys is picking him up. He's being our chauffeur.
Oh, good.
You got Grady. Grady is your taxi guy.
Grady
That's
is being
a
the
thing.
chauffeur.
Find a way now. For how many years is it now? OKM has been
42.
42 years here in Bartlesville. What a great event. And it is. Thank you to you for putting the energy in it to keep it going these last several years.
Folks like you guys, like the radio station, and of course your auto group that keeps us going. Without the support and the sponsorship, it wouldn't happen. So thank you for coming. Thank you for sponsoring.
Sure.
Thanks for letting me come on your show today.
Of course. No, we want to
awesome.
make sure we have a crowd out at all the events. Of course, it's been going on for a week or so now. We've had
the kids stuff.
Program
it kicked off, and oh my goodness, tonight we have our finale in 27 minutes. They're going to have another art immersion. And so it's going to be pretty spectacular. I think this is one of the ones that at least the staff, the older members of the staff, are really looking forward to. We're going to do a tribute to Elvis, to Dolly Parton, and jazz. So they're going to have fun. They're going to do some crafts. They're going to learn about these famous artists, very special Americana music extraordinaires. And they're going to do some dancing, and I think they're going to have fun. And then tonight we have our finale, and it kicks off out at the Unity Square, and it's going to be amazing. It looks like the weather is going to cooperate. Cool. So, my goodness. It looks like the weather's going to cooperate tomorrow night for Balsam Range. Now we're all just praying for the yacht rock.
Yeah.
So it's the odds are going down for thunderstorms, which is amazing. Looks like just showers now, and so I'm like, if you are
outside too?
It's outside at Post Oak Lodge, which is kind of, I call it the Tulsa Willow Rock, although it doesn't have a museum. And the wildlife that are, I guess, captured, but it has its natural wildlife. But it's a beautiful venue. And so the show will go on no matter what. It'll either be out at Post Oak Lodge or it'll be back here at the community center. So we have a contingency. We don't cancel. We move forward.
Resilience is important in an event like this that's been going on for 42 years.
Yeah, you always got to have a backup plan. But no, I think it's going to be beautiful. So tonight, hopefully, if you signed up, come on out. If you didn't sign up, you're welcome to come out. You may not get a hot dog because it was first come, first serve, and it was the first 250 guests, and we were at a waiting list already as of last Monday. So it was insane. But we have kids games. If you kind of think of a July 4th picnic, maybe back in the 60s where you had 3-legged races, gunny sack races, we'll have some bingo. We've got all kinds of lawn games, bubbles, you name it, we have it. It's going to be fun. The troupe from St. John's is coming out to cook hot dogs for us. So we're going to have hot dogs, ice cream, sandwiches. You have to come out, Brad. You can get a Mickey Mouse one on a stick.
That sounds yummy.
It's going to be super fun.
Father Leo with the grill.
So it's going to be really nice. And then tomorrow night, we open up with our showcase with the bell ringers. Yeah. That's always a wonderful thing. I love it. It's like you have all these bells and then they like exactly know what to do. I love it with Susan Mueller and all of her group. And so they'll be at First Pres Church at 10. Mm-hmm. Okay. Those are free events. So come out. And then we have, we were on the radio yesterday with Tom talking in detail with Dr. Baker about the Liberty and the Bard, the Shakespeare. Mm-hmm. It's going to be really cool. We have these folios that are extremely rare that showcase, they're these really thick books that Each one has a different set of Shakespeare's works, and they span from 1632 to 1685. I hope I get that right.
Wow.
And they are amazing, and they really preserved his works, and a lot of plays that might never have been released, and works that are contained in these. They are.
So there's more than the ones we all know about.
Yes, and these are very rare, very, very valuable, and they're going to actually be at our little showcase event at Willow Rock. And so you can come see those, maybe not touch them, but see them. And then we're going to have 2 professors coming in to lecture about them and to lecture about Shakespeare's actually profound, significant impact on American culture, politics, ideological sort of governance, and just, how he had a role on America, actually. And then we have Manhattan Chamber Players, who are also going to be performing as a quartet for that event. So it's about a 2-hour event. So you kind of get 2 for 1 for this one.
When's that happen?
And it's tomorrow at 2:00 out at the Welcome Center for Willow Rock. You don't have to pay the gate admission to get in. The event is free. And in between our 2 concerts and lecture, we're going to have a little tea, just to have some humor, some English tea with our Americana theme. And then tomorrow night, we kick off with Children's Musical Theater. Gates open at Willow Rock at 5:30. They'll be performing about 6:30, and then Balsam Range goes on at 8. Super excited for them. If you don't know who Balsam Range is, they are an amazing bluegrass Grammy Award-winning, toe-stomping, just fabulous set of guys, talented musicians, and it's going to be super fun. And then we end with the fireworks.
The famous fireworks.
So the famous fireworks. So yeah, the guys from Oklahoma City have been doing those for us for, I think, 42 years. However long we've been out at, maybe 41 years.
That's beautiful.
Out at Willow Rock. But yeah,
show at the end of the concert.
Yeah, and so we'll have food trucks. If people want to eat out there, they can also grab a glass of wine. If you want to get more details, just go to our website, okmmusic.org, and you can see what the venues look like, what all the times are, where to get your tickets, and or come by the office and we'll show it all to you. We have nice brochures and things we can hand out. So tickets are available at the gate.
Still have tickets?
We still have tickets.
It's hard to fill up Willow Rock.
It is kind of hard to fill up Willow Rock. We do have VIP. Those tend to be limited just because we only have so much room right in front of the stage. Willow Rock being outdoors, you kind of have to spread out. But it's beautiful. And for our VIP, it's kind of an immersive experience where they get to come meet the artist. But also we give you a chair so you don't have to haul your lawn chair out. But we always tell people, like, if you're not that front row locked into your section, we'll let you take your chair and you can go put it somewhere else. So we want you to have a great experience. And I think, you can't go wrong out at Willow Rock.
No.
And then you certainly can't go wrong
venue.
adding some amazing music. So yeah, I think it's going to be pretty cool. Are you coming?
I know we have tickets, I think, to several events, and hopefully we can pull it off. There's a lot going on. My mom's in town.
Oh, nice. We'll bring her.
Yeah,
she would like Balsam Range.
No,
I did see your wife. She actually bought tickets. She came in the office. So, and hopefully, Tom, are you going to get to come this year?
Yes.
Nice. Excellent.
Tom, we're excited. It's always so much fun.
Yeah, no, it is. And we also have kids. So if you want to bring your kids out to that, we have all kinds of games. We have, again, just if the weather cooperates and it's not going to be windy or wet, and I don't think it's going to be tomorrow night, we have these really fun flag crafts that they get to make an American flag, and then they'll be able to sort of wave that about and celebrate and use it for 4th of July. And so I think it's going to be really fun. Our kids are excited. We have 6 interns, a new staff member, and so everybody is good to go, and I think it's going to be pretty fantastic.
Well, it takes a literal army to pull all this off. And many months of planning. And
yes.
Talk about that a little bit.
We are already,
shout out to the sponsors and all the people
absolutely.
that support this throughout the year.
So we have our interns, we have our main staff, then we have 2 Boy Scout troops, we have the Willow Rock, of course, staff. And so, when you add everyone up with volunteers and staff, it's over 150 people. So it does take a lot of people to put this on. A lot of people you never see. They're behind the scenes. Of course, we have Integrity coming. They have a huge group to do the sound and the light. And then we have our wonderful, wonderful sponsors, such as yourself with Doenges Auto Group. It's just amazing for you guys to help us do
pretty
all
much
of this.
Every year. I'll just give us a little bit of a shout there.
I can't remember a year you haven't done it.
My Uncle Bob started it back in the day, and My wife Kimberly served on the board for a while.
Yes.
And it's been through so many transitions.
Well, and your son that was in the jazz choir has performed. It's a whole family thing.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
well, that's a community thing.
It is a community thing.
Everybody that that's been around all these years knows what it is and has been involved.
Right.
And it's
and
so unique in a community our size to have an event like this.
Well, and to go on for 42 years it's hard. It's when COVID happened, that took the wind out of a lot of people's sails.
Yeah.
And so it's just, but it is Bartlesville. It is northeastern Oklahoma. We are so proud to be able to help. We always get so excited when the artists who've come through that are maybe beginning their careers, like Parker McCollum as an example, and then for them to go on several years later and start really becoming huge headliners, winning CMT awards or winning Grammys or whatever they're winning. It's just really cool that, we were able to be a part of the beginning. And of course that meets our mission. And then, of course, you bring very famous people that are already huge headliners, like Balsam Range, to a very small part of America.
Yeah.
And, so for some of our patrons, they may never get to go see some of these groups because maybe they wouldn't necessarily perform outside of, like MCP. These guys are all mostly from the East Coast. And to go hear them, if you wanted to hear them on a regular basis, you're going to have to go like to the Boston Pops, or you're going to have to go see a symphony concert in New York or San Francisco. Here, we're able to bring them here, and you can come right in your own backyard. And I think that's really special.
And of course, it brings people into Bartlesville from all over the region. Really.
It does. We have people coming in from the East Coast. We have people coming in from the West Coast. Sometimes we have people. We've had guests from Russia. We've had guests from Canada. We have guests really from all over. And it's nice because Rose, as an example, Rose moved to Bartlesville because of OK Mozart. She came to a concert, or came to the festival, I should say, and fell in love with it and decided this is where we want to retire. And now she's worked for us for over 10 years. So, I mean, it does really bring everyone together. It's a small world. We've had kids who have performed for us maybe when they're little through CMT or the Bartlesville High School ensembles, and then maybe they come back and work for us. And then they go on to do bigger and better things. And so, it is just the cycle. It's the circle of life, as you will, and it is definitely all community.
Yeah, no, it is. And all these years and through all the transitions, it is kind of, it's been reimagined in recent years from being a primarily classical music and with a Philharmonic coming from New York City and performing, more classical to really being more, maybe more accessible. I don't know. How would you describe the transition?
So that is part of the mission, is to make music accessible to all. So it's really important to, if anyone wants to come, we don't want to turn them away based on any circumstance. Whether it's a handicap, whether it's economics, we try very hard to make music accessible for all. And, we consider classical music the grandparent of all music, and then all music stems from that.
When it's still there.
And it's still there, and it's still a very important, and when we'll get folks calling and go, oh, I'm so sad that you're not having I remember it was all classical, and we're like, did you see the showcase lineup? There's a ton of classical. We just flip it, and then sometimes, for our 40th anniversary, it was all classical because we took it back to the roots. But, early on in 2004 to, like, say, 2009, the need and the outreach for having crossovers just emerged. People were asking for it. And then you could see, like, when you had 10 days of all classical, some concerts would be filled, some concerts would be less. But then you get these crossovers. You might have jazz, or you might have bluegrass or something coming in, and those would be like sold out because people were so excited maybe for something different and something they hadn't seen before. So I think it started out in that regard, and then just over time, it's just where we went. So they kind of nicknamed us OKM, and then it just grew from there. And then in 2017, we made it permanent, where we are absolutely going to always have crossover. And people say, well, why didn't you just keep it OKM? And I say, well, unfortunately, there was a German company that was named OKM. And so when we went to brand it, and get all of the social media and all of the websites and all that. We couldn't. So we just said, okay, OK is the music, M is for Mozart. So OKM, we kept that, and we added music. I don't think that was a bad thing because not everyone knows what OKM is.
Yeah.
When you add the music, you can kind of go, okay, I don't know what OKM is, but I know what music is. And so I think it made a logical transition. So no, I think it was.
It carries on the tradition back to the beginning,
absolutely,
and ties into the transition with all the new crossover musicians.
Yeah.
And I think it's really appropriate.
And not everyone. I don't want to pick on my friends Regina and Brian Kennedy, but I'll use them as an example. So back in the day, I guess it was like 2017, 2018, we brought in Wilson Phillips. They had never been to OK Mozart because classical maybe wasn't their thing. But Regina came for Wilson Phillips. Okay. So, I'm like, I think that's what our goal is. I mean, our goal is to bring music to everyone and make it accessible to everyone. Yeah. So when you could reach out, and, not every child is going to want to play a violin, and maybe some children are going to want to play a ukulele or a saxophone. And so when we can showcase all of these different instruments, all these different genres, I think that just provides an amazing future for these kids, and it opens doors that maybe they didn't know about. And then not only the music side of it, but you have the production side of it. You have the marketing side of it. You have the development side of it. You have the children's programming side of it. There's just so much that goes into what we do. It's not just about a concert. It's much, much more, and it takes a lot more to get to the concert. And so, for these kids, especially like our interns coming in, they get to see all the facets, and they say, "Oh, wow, I didn't know about development. I never thought about that." Or maybe graphic design, or just doing box office sales. I mean, there's just so many aspects of it.
Yeah, no, and it goes on all year. I mean,
it does go on all year.
You don't just do the summer festival either. No, you guys have Oktoberfest.
We do. We have Chris Kendall Market. We have our hashtag Giving Tuesday, which of course is a national philanthropic day. But we kind of stretch ours. It's not always on that Tuesday after Thanksgiving. It might be a month before. It could be a week later. But it's a concert that we give, and we sort of give back to our patrons to showcase other artists, but then just to give a nice concert to sort of end the year. We have St. Nicholas Day, which is all about philanthropy. It's about teaching kids that St. Nicholas was a real person who gave. And it's important. It's not all just about me, that it's important to give back. And so we try to bring St. Nicholas in, tell kids the story about St. Nicholas, and then, sort of teach them what all that means. And so, yeah, I mean, it's great. We do have year-round programming. Mm-hmm. I think we don't ever have any downtime.
No, I know you're very busy.
So it's crazy, but it's fun, and we love it. Our staff, I mean, the more we do, the more energized I think we all get. We'll probably take a couple days off after this festival, and then we'll start all over again. And Oktoberfest.
How long does it take to organize the schedule for the summer festival?
I mean, so we start, like, I'm already working on next year and the year after. And so, we just sort of start thinking about themes 1 to 2 years out, kind of depends on what's going on. I mean, so like this year it was very easy. It's America's 250th birthday. It was very easy for our 40th because it's our anniversary. It'll be easy for our 45th and so on. But so, we try to find. Last year, I guess I sort of made it about myself for just a tiny smidge. I grew up in Norway, and so I thought, we haven't had Edvard Grieg here in a really long time. We should make it all about Edvard Grieg, and we did a lot of things for the kids with trolls, and it was really fun. So, I kind of took something I grew up with that was near and dear to my heart and brought it to the festival. But I think everyone had a really good time with it. And then we have other things, of course, that we threw in there. But, and so next year, we haven't announced what the theme is yet, but I think it's going to be really fun. We did announce that our tea for the children that has become hugely successful and popular. It sells out like within the first couple of days every year. It's Paddington. So we are going to do a Paddington tea.
Well, that should be popular.
So I think that's going to be really fun. I think Rose is really excited about that one. And the kids, I mean, when she announced it, they all cheered. And so I think it'll be really good. So, and again, shout out to St. Luke's for always hosting us for that. They are an amazing partner. And First Pres, also, they host all of our keyboards. They store them for us. They let the kids come practice there and let us have our concerts there. And, that also is an amazing thing that we've added going into our children's music educational programming is our keyboard orchestra. And so if you haven't come to one of those concerts, Brad, you really need to come. So you take these beautiful Yamaha keyboards that are not just a keyboard, they magically become an entire orchestra. They can play over 100 and something instruments.
Okay.
And so these kids are taught, most of them are piano students, and they are in different studios with different piano teachers. They all come together for summer camp and our winter camp, and then they come together to form this orchestra. And it's beautiful. And they have the little guys, they'll perform some pieces, and then the older kids will perform some pieces, and then they all come together
That's
at the end.
fascinating.
And it's amazing. These clavinovas are very expensive, beautiful instruments, and these kids do an amazing job.
When does that happen?
So we just had our concert for the summer. It was actually one of our openings on May 29th. And then we'll have another one in December. It's usually like the second Friday in December, somewhere around the 12th, 13th. It's on our website, but it's amazing. Lisa Steele does a great job. She has a lot of amazing teachers, and Mark Beckwith helps her conduct, Ben Pauls. And then we even have one of our students who also is a conductor. It's just truly remarkable when you come hear it. And, you know, when they did Harry Potter last summer, I got goosebumps. It was like if you had closed your eyes and you didn't know you were watching these kids play on keyboards, you would have thought you were at a symphony. I mean, it was beautiful. So it is remarkable what these kids can do. So you got to come to a concert.
I would like to. That sounds really neat. So at others, you know, the tickets for the ongoing stuff. How do people, if this is interesting to them, they want to go, how do you get tickets at this point?
So again, showcase are free. You do have to pay for the 3 main concerts, but please go to okmmusic.org, okmmusic.org, or come down to 415 South Dewey. We're in Suite 100. Rose, myself, Katie, one of our 6 interns. My dad will not sell tickets. He doesn't know how, but everyone else will.
He does everything else.
He does everything else.
Shout out to John.
He will hit you up for money.
No, I always give him props for that. He is such a gentleman.
Great.
And I you know, that's a hard thing to do so consistently through all the years. And no, it's I know because I've been a fundraiser and worked with many organizations, and his passion for not just OKM, but for the community as a whole, and you know, the scouts and everything else he supports. He
is our longest serving board member. He was formerly chairman of the board, and he's just the sweetest little guy you've ever met. And everyone sees him coming. They're like, "Hey, John." I said, "Dad, just for fun, you should go around this summer and just go in and say hi to everybody that you normally hit up, and just go, I'm just here to say hi. I'm not asking for anything." And just see what they do. Take him a donut or something. But no, he works really, really hard. He and Katie both spend hours and hours, but he's not good with electronics. So I invite everyone to come see his office. I love it because when you go in there, he has 2 screens, just like everyone else. And on his screens are sticky notes. I don't think he's ever turned them on. So, but you know, he's masterfully successful. He's the sweetest guy ever. And so I just love it. I'm like, that is awesome, Dad. I kind of wish I could do the same thing. I try to give my phone away, but
sometimes it's good.
People won't take it. So no, but please come down, going back to ticket sales, come down to the office, 415 South Dewey, see my dad's sticky notes, buy your tickets. And then you're also welcome to come to the events and get them at the gate, as we call them, or when we get to Oak Woo with Chris Mann, who again is a remarkable talent. He has an amazing voice. That's on Sunday night at the Wesleyan Chapel, and so we'll sell tickets at the door there. So you can get them at the office, you can get them online, you can call us at 918-336-9900, and one of us will answer and sell you tickets. So
awesome.
It's
and a full
easy.
schedule there, because there's a lot to keep top of mind that's going on this week. And you know, but definitely you want to get out and go to one of these concerts, or all of them if you have the time.
The showcase are all free. So, you know, you should definitely, we've got Manhattan Chamber Players are playing 3 days in a row, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So please go on there and see that. They're playing, like I said, the Shakespeare one. So it's English composers and American composers. Then they're playing a cinematic concert. So I think that's going to be really pretty. They're going to play songs like E.T., The Patriot, songs that everyone knows. It's going to be beautiful. And then they're going to end it with a good old patriotic quartet tribute to America. So I think that's going to be fantastic on Sunday. We have our very own Bartlesville Wade Daniels. If you've never heard Wade Daniels perform, you will want to go hear him. He's amazing. He's going to play from Copeland to Gershwin to he was doing Sweet Caroline for us the other day in the office. He was singing it. It was amazing. He has a great voice. He's very energetic, and he is, a great pianist. So please come see him. He's at First Baptist Church on 2:00 on Saturday. And then, if that wasn't enough, then please come to the paid concerts at night. we again, Balsam Range, you're going to have on Friday. Saturday, you're going to have Yacht Rock Orchestrated. And that one we didn't talk about. It's going to be fantastic. We're bringing 5 remarkable musicians together who don't normally play together, but occasionally play together. And then you're bringing a bunch of other musicians for a total of 37.
Wow.
So 37 musicians, 20-piece string section, and they are doing Yacht Rock. What is Yacht Rock? It's light rock.
Right.
It's Christopher Cross sailing. It's we're going to throw some ABBA in there, which is probably technically not Yacht Rock, but I asked them to play it, so they're going to. And they're going to play Steely Dan. I mean, just a lot of the songs from the 70s and 80s that if you think about are maybe more the chill songs that you just want to grab a nice glass of wine, grab some charcuterie, and just sit back and unwind and just have fun and dance, and it's going to be great. So we have that one, and then Chris Mann coming Sunday night. And so if you love Broadway, if you love Frank Sinatra type music, you need to come out and hear Chris. He has a beautiful, beautiful voice. He's amazingly talented. His range of vocals is insane. He's just so talented. So come out. That's at Oakview.
Well, it's an incredible range of performers and different types of music that you brought to this year. And,
we're so excited.
As always, and thank you for everything you do to keep this going and to organize this for our community. And I know it's a two-way street. You can't do it without them either.
Thank you to Bartlesville Radio. Thank you to everyone who comes and makes this possible, and to all of our donors. And again, thank you guys so much for sponsoring us for at least 42 years, I think.
I think so, no doubt. And we're proud to do it. That's part of our legacy at Doenges. We're just one store, one community. Toyota now is all we got, and proud to keep the legacy going. It's something that is important to my family. I have my son Williams working there now, and so I've got the 4th generation coming up.
Wow.
Since we'll be in our 100th year here before long in Oklahoma, and
that's
very excited about that. And if just come see us at the dealership. We've had a great start to June. We finished off May good. We're up 136% year to date over last year through May, and our new Toyota sales and business is great. Still can't keep many of the best product on the ground, so you want to talk to the sales team before they hit the ground, and they'll help you find that perfect vehicle for you. Non-commissioned, great. Focused on your needs. That's what our team is, really not looking to squeeze more money out of you. We have no documentation fees or other dealer add-ons. Really try to keep it simple, as
you
we say.
are an amazing person to work. I mean, not just for, I'm sure, your staff, but having bought cars from you over the past years, I can attest your service department is phenomenal. You take very good care of your customers, and we've always loved our vehicles.
Well, thank you.
So thank you for being here for 100 years.
Well, thank you again for everything you do. And everyone, get out and get your tickets to OKM, and come see us at the dealership.
And where's the dealership,
We're
Brad?
at 1911 Southeast Washington Boulevard, right here in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, or DoengesToyota.com.
All righty. Thank you once again, everyone, for watching and listening to Car Talk right here on K1.